So, Pete, you're facing a triple threat match soon, the triple tag team match. I was wondering, how do you feel about your partner, Roderick Strong, and why do you think you make such a good tag team?
I've admired Roddy for years. I think even before he came to WWE, I was a big fan of what he did. And I've been watching him sort of my whole teenage years getting into wrestling. And I think part of that helped form the style I have. You know, his generation of pro wrestlers is what's formed the aggressive style that I work. So it's great to finally get to work with him. You know, when we had a singles match and working with him on live events, and now even better getting to team with him. I think we have a very similar wrestling style. It meshes quite well, I hope. It's been a blast teaming with him.
Thank you.
Difficult for a European wrestler come here in WWE and grow up to the top level.
How difficult? I don't personally think it makes much difference whether you're European or you're from the US or Mexico or wherever else. If you offer something different, which is what I've spent years trying to build, is something unique and a totally different style of wrestling, a different personality to what's seen on TV. I think it's the same process whether you're European or not. The great thing right now is how much WWE are investing into the UK. So if anything, it's actually beneficial right now to be from the UK. It always felt like this light at the end of the tunnel, that maybe one or two people would get to, people like Drew or whoever else would get there, but it was few and far between. But now they're actually looking at the UK, they're looking to build this brand and start something new there. So if anything, it's probably more beneficial to be from the UK right now, or other parts of the world. In terms of moving up in the company, I think that's down to you. It doesn't matter where you're from. It's if you make yourself marketable and interesting, and the people want to see you, then in my experience anyway, you'll be used and you'll be put in front of those people.
You're still vegan, right? Yeah. I would like to know your experience about being vegan and what obstacles do you face of being a top athlete, traveling all around the world to keep that lifestyle.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, they always ask about the obstacles you face with being a vegan, but I think once you make that switch in your head, there's no more obstacles. It's a case of you're hungry, you're going to find food. It's not a case of, oh, I'm hungry, so I might eat meat or dairy or whatever else. And as for being an athlete, it's actually, from the research I've done and what I've looked into, it actually seems optimal to be an athlete and be a vegan. You know, I feel like I have more energy, I'm a lot healthier, I'm a lot leaner. And it's spurred me on to make healthier choices a lot of times. You know, instead of grabbing for that protein bar, I'm going to grab for a piece of fruit. And things like that in the long run for your health is just a lot more beneficial. It's great to see now how many wrestlers, especially in the UK, it's sort of catching on to, and hopefully in 10 years even more people will be vegan.
If you go into the main show next year at Wrestlemania, maybe defending the title, who would you like to face? Who would be like your ideal opponent to really steal the show?
Okay, there's a few answers to that. So there's obviously this can't happen, but my dream opponent would have been Regal. That would have been amazing. That is something that can happen, unfortunately. AJ Styles is a dream match of mine. I'd love to be in the ring with him. And for the sake of nostalgia, Mark Andrews would be great, because we wrestled each other from my very first match the whole way up to the PWGs to finally to WWE and NXT. It'd be great to continue that. So there's a few answers for you.
Thank you. Thanks so much.